I'll let you know when it's actually live, though.
Going live.
Still
I
can't
love
believe, still can't believe you did that yesterday.
I love that.
What was that guy so pissed off about that he was doing like multiple takes?
Dude, it's so funny. Yeah, something was going on, and they started filming like this scenario right here,
Yeah.
and then they didn't tell him, and he's just like, we're doing it live. We're doing
F
it
it, we're doing it live.
live. Yeah, exactly. That's what he actually cussed on it. But the camera was already rolling. No one told him.
Oopsie.
Yeah, it was funny.
I don't think you should do that. That is really bad. All right. Checking the YouTube. We are. Hey, don't do that. That ain't me. What are you talking about? Okay, it's loading. Everything's loading on my end. Oh, we're live. We're live, guys.
We are live.
Yes.
We are live.
We are live.
Just coming in. We are live. What is up, YouTube family? What is up?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gamer and the Dad podcast.
That is right. You can see that I have my sign. Cameron has no sign. Thank you, son, for representing.
My bad.
Anyways, good morning, YouTube family. Happy Monday. Holy hell, has it been a crazy last couple of weeks? It's been insane. Me. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for giving us a little bit of your time this Monday morning. I know a lot of people have, I should say everybody has, a lot of things going on. We appreciate and we're really grateful for the time you guys put in to see us talk about our craziness.
Yeah.
And but thank you so much. And whoever is watching right now and hasn't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't know what you're doing. Subscribe, like, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Support the channel. Support this dude in the red shirt here, Mr. Cameron.
Yeah.
One of the best dudes in the world. Son, I haven't seen you. I'm seeing you through camera now.
Yeah.
I'm still happy to see you.
Yeah, true.
I love you, man.
Yeah, we see parents love each other. There you go. There you go, right?
And I'm enjoying my coffee. You have to have
as
coffee
always,
in the morning.
as always.
That's right. That's right.
Always.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I hope everybody's having a great Monday. It is beautiful out, or at least here in Southern California. I hope everybody is enjoying the weather wherever they're at.
Yeah, hopefully it's nice. Hopefully it's nice.
Let us know where you're at. I always say that in the podcast when we have people in the chat. It's always awesome to yeah. Someone's waiting in line with a dog. Forgot to feed your dog, Cam.
No, I fed my dog. He just likes barking at random ass strangers.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. It's always cool to see, to know and hear where everybody's from. That's on the chat.
Yeah.
I love hearing from where they're at. So, tell us on the chat where you tuning in from. It's always cool to.
It's always cool.
To see that.
Cool. And also, guys, I do want to apologize for last week's stream because last week I thought, because I'm using my microphone right here to record so I could talk to my dad and record myself. But apparently I was using my crappy computer microphone that comes with every computer, and it just sucks so much nuts. So sorry about that. That was my bad. Totally on me. And my dog's barking. And yeah.
Give him a treat or something, dude. What the hell's going on over there?
He likes barking at the neighbors. Like, we live in a community place.
Do you have him in the cardboard box again?
No.
I told him not to put tape on the box, dude.
No. Why would I have him on a cardboard box? That's so bad.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you to everyone tuning in, and excuse my engineer over there, Mr. Cameron. I have him as our engineer / producer, and last week he failed with the microphone. But I forgive you, son.
Thank you.
I forgive you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers with coffee for you.
Cheers. Use my hand for cheers.
So much going on, Cam.
Oh, you're telling me,
so much going on, dude.
Yeah.
You sent me a text a couple days ago that disappointed me a little bit. I think you know what I'm talking about with PS5.
Oh, yeah. We didn't know this until we wrapped up the last week's stream. Like this just happened like at least like a couple hours into it, after we were done streaming the last week podcast, and then all of a sudden on my phone, like I would say like a couple hours later, it just said, "Oh, we're gonna delay the PS5 event indefinitely, so we don't have a date for it." And that's the same with like a lot of movies, a lot of video games that are going on.
That is so bad. I especially at this time, I have no idea why they would pull the plug on announcing this thing.
But
it's not
it's
COVID,
like,
dude. It's not COVID.
It's definitely not COVID
because we're over that already. We're over.
I mean, it's still like safety measures, but it's starting to calm down where everybody's not going like, you can't leave. Like you can go out as long as you understand the rules and guidance. So
yeah, I mean the only thing they would fail in having at the announcement would be a crowd like they usually do.
Yeah.
Right. But still, man, you could have an awesome, announcement of the console.
Yeah.
And make it huge. I hate when they do this, man, about waiting and postponing and we're gonna see what happens with this and what happens with that. I freaking hate it. And when I saw that, I was very, very disappointed. Obviously, a lot of people were just on the edge of their seat, man, waiting for this announcement. Like us, I'm dying to hear what the hell's going on, man. What the specs are exactly, how it looks, everything. And if we're not going through enough, they make us wait, dude. So I was disappointed. Did you hear any details though on factually what is going on of why they waited or why did
I think it was mainly
postpone?
Well, when they announced the date that they were originally going to do it, which was probably around this starting of June or whatever. And thank you, KH Sora from last week's stream donated $2. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. $2. And he says they delayed it. Guys. And he said they delayed it because of the Black Lives Matter movement. That's understandable because I guess they don't really want to celebrate stuff or announce stuff during this whole crazy, unexpected thing that probably should have never have happened, but it happened anyway. Right. So a lot of gaming companies I've heard that they said, we don't intend to like celebrate this because we can't stay silent about this. Like this just seems like it's hitting every rope.
Yeah, so, but you know what my opinion is on that? And I could be wrong because I'm just a dork. But
I'm a dork too. Don't worry, man.
But the way I see it is, okay, yeah, the Black Lives Matter thing is going on. The protests are going on. I understand all that.
Yeah, it's understandable.
It's understandable and it's affecting a lot of things. However, my thought is all this bad is going on with COVID, with the protests, everything like that. Why not be the company that brings in some joy, right? Makes an announcement of a video console coming out. It's not like you're, announcing something that's going to directly affect what's going on. You're going to bring joy to a lot of people. You're going to bring some great news. You're going to bring some happiness, different content instead of just everything we've been seeing and hearing and watching for the last couple of months.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't stick to that. But I do understand, why they didn't want to announce it. But at the same time, I feel like when a city, a state, a country is going through stuff like this, it's like if a company if a really big company has some great news like that, dude, just let it go. Bring it, bring it. Bring some sunshine into these gray, cloudy days we've been having. Well,
no
not
doubt,
really,
bro.
It's been sunny, but
kinda.
But with what's going on. But anyways, well, did they say? Sorry to cut you off, Cam. But did they say when they would bring the announcement back?
They said indefinitely, so that means they'll announce it when.
I don't like indefinitely.
When it's time, and
I don't like that.
Honestly, the protests are not like insane like the COVID is, where everybody's locked. So
right.
At least from what I've heard from my friends and colleagues that work here, that work around here, it's starting to calm down. Like it's not getting like insanity like how it first started out, which is where it really caught everybody's eye. So I think we should get one within. I would say like before the end of June, maybe at least. Like maybe still keep it in the same month, or start of July if you have to. I don't think too far. I don't even think like it'd make no sense if they announce it like in August or something, like start near the end of the summer, even though your console's probably going to be out during the holidays. So, you gotta announce it at some point.
True.
So,
well, hopefully, man. Hopefully they come out sooner than later with that. And I was so hyped for that announcement. So hyped.
I wanted to see what it looked like, man.
Oh. Yeah, me too. And when you sent me that text, I just deflated. I was like, God damn it. Yeah, it was horrible. But here we are.
So Travernity in chat asked, did Dad get his stimulus check?
No.
Because I remember we did a podcast weeks ago, and like you were talking about like how this package was going to happen of stimulus checks, and you're like, I kept asking the mailman, and he hasn't given me one yet. Dude, stop asking.
Yeah, he told me to stop asking him. No, I guess I'm at that cusp of where I don't get one.
Unfortunately, it's okay.
I guess, yeah, whatever.
Oh, Sora just donated another $2. He said, "I found out it's June. I found out it's June 11th. I'll link it below." Oh, thank you. Well, June 11th, June.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's so awesome.
Thanks for the support, bros.
Yes. Let everybody know, guys. Subscribe to Little Game Boy 5's channel.
3,000? Can we get to 3,000?
yeah. Let's do 3,000 before the end of the year. Remember, we were shooting for
2,000.
We were shooting for 2,000 before end of 2020. We are way past that, and maybe we'll get to 3,000. Yeah, maybe we'll get to 3,000 before the end of 2020. That'd be awesome, guys. Thank you so much for the support. It's awesome. It's been a cool little ride since we started it, and we can't thank you guys enough. So tell everybody to subscribe, like the videos. This guy has a lot of videos on there that are awesome. And hit the bell. Good link.
Okay. I got some info. All
right.
So Sora, who's a good friend of mine, he's actually helped me with a couple stuff. He says Sony's PlayStation 5 event rescheduled to June 11th.
Oh.
So they did announce it. I guess I just didn't see it on Twitter or whatever.
Wow, June 11th. That's like what?
That's like 3 days.
3 days. 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's coming. So.
Wow.
Okay, so that's not that far then. Okay, I thought we were gonna have to.
So that makes sense then. That makes sense. Okay.
I thought we were gonna have to wait. I thought we were gonna have to wait like 10 years.
That's different. When they say indefinitely, that can mean anything. That can mean a year from now or whatever. But that's okay. Now I respect that because they kept it tight. They said, all right, we're gonna throw the announcement that we're gonna postpone it, but it's gonna be for the next couple of weeks, which is super cool. Yeah, I'm cool with that because, like I said, these companies, if they have something good coming out, they got to announce it, man. They got to give us some sort of a ray of sunshine.
They got to get hype rolling.
Yeah, hyped. I mean, there's going to be hype, obviously. Yeah. Everybody's waiting for this thing, dude. Everybody. So I'm glad they're doing it sooner than later for sure. And but with the PlayStation though, what are we hearing from Xbox? Because I bet you they're just like.
No,
they're just ready to announce something.
They already announced their stuff in last year's E3, so they already talked about what it looks like what it's going to be.
But no dates, right? No.
No, they said like holiday 2020, so they already know.
But they made the announcement as far as like the actual specs and the size and the look and everything.
They went full detail with that. All they had like a Microsoft list on their website talking about like how all the specs. So they've been going in all that. So the reason Sony was just keeping it down is because they didn't attend E3 last year. Actually, they skipped a couple. I don't know exactly why. Maybe they had their own things to do, or maybe they were just focusing on the console. Who knows?
Gotcha.
So Xbox was like, might as well just talk about it now because Sony's not here, so we could just talk about it. So there won't be competition, but there's gonna be competition anyways. It's a no-brainer that it's gonna be competition between PlayStation and Xbox, like it has been for the past couple of years. So, we'll see.
That's awesome.
We shall see how they compete when they come out. When we get them in our hands, And hopefully,
I can't wait, man.
And hopefully, the world has a big Band-Aid on it when we're near the end of the year.
Right?
Yeah. Goddamn.
Now we're starting to. I'm sure you've seen it. Me being out on the road, going to work, back and forth. I see the freeway.
Oh yeah, did I tell you my mom's starting to go back to work now?
Yeah. Everybody's starting to go back to work. I can see the freeways. They are getting traffic again. The streets are packed. Restaurants. I mean, I keep hearing, and I don't know if this is fact because they keep this so like tight-lipped. They'll say something, the city or the state will say something, and then they keep it tight-lipped. Like as far as like I've heard from a couple of friends that they heard that everything is supposed to semi-open this week on Friday. Like everything for sure, like malls, bars.
What do you mean by like semi-open?
Well, because they keep saying like a light open, like they're gonna open it, but very cautiously, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna let like restaurants. I've heard that they obviously can't go at 100% capacity. That their dining rooms are gonna go to they're gonna allow them to have like a 30 to 40% capacity.
Yeah.
Which is sucky for the restaurant, but I guess they're starting to let us back in, which is really cool. Everything is opening up, man, slowly but surely. I just I'm waiting for it. It's been a long time. So plus, obviously, with these protests, it held up a lot of that opening. But we're heading into a good place here. So
hopefully,
I think that June 11th announcement is going to come right on time. It's going to be perfect timing for something good.
Let's hope. Please, PlayStation, don't say, oh, wait, this is getting too bad. We got to delay it again. It's like, no, announce it. Got to talk. You've been silent this whole time for a few years. You can't do that. All right. But anyway, I also want to talk about something relating to your topic about what you talked about, like semi-opening. That Disneyland's now accepting ticket purchases in July.
Hell yeah.
So, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. So, the Disney parks in Shanghai and China, they're open, but they have safety protocols. So you can only let in a certain amount of guests. Lines will have certain ways of maintaining social distancing. Plexiglass on certain areas, like really good plexiglass because they have to for their employees. And, masks, of course, are pretty much mandatory to go there. Sometimes temperature checks. I don't know if I think that's just for the employees. I'm not sure about the guests, though. But other than that, I mean, they said every week they're going to increase, like, the amount of guests they can carry until they reach their maximum amount that they usually do every time.
Okay.
So they did that, and they saw really good success with that, and now they're doing it to Florida. They're doing it to Disney World in July. So they already have stakes to reopen that in July, and again, they're going to do the same protocols with what Shanghai did. And as far as Disneyland goes, the one we have here in Anaheim, there's not really been news about that, but they did say they're in a phase where they're going to see what they can do. But Disney's more responding to what the governments, like the California governments, are saying in terms of opening up restaurants, big events, and all that.
Right.
As far as I know, we're only like in the phase 2 of that type of stuff, where we're semi-opening restaurants and things like that. Nothing said about like big major theme park attractions. So, but Universal Orlando opened up way before Disneyland opened, so they've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's all great news, but it's so crazy to me how how different the states are as far as like restrictions and stuff like that.
It's just I think it's because of like the count of cases that they get. So the government's looking at that and they're saying, well, you can't really open it right away. The reason why we're opening it in this state is because the cases haven't been too big. Unfortunately, U.S. is really getting big with this virus, and that's unfortunate. But again, like the whole companies are listening to the government, and because they have to,
right?
So they can't just say this and then the government will just come by and just close them. So there's no point. So
yeah, but we know that California is always the last in line to open anything when something like this happens. You know, they got to be super careful, and they got to do, you know, whatever they're gonna do. But yeah, I keep hearing little chatter here and there of things opening. My thought was always amusement parks were going to be the last thing to open, just because of the way they're, you know, obviously designed. You have 80,000 people in a park, just, you know, crossing each other every 2 seconds. I mean, that's the worst way of putting it, you know. So my thought was always that amusement parks, you know, movie theaters, they're not going to work.
We've made it very clear.
Yeah, we made it really clear. That's why they're opening restaurants. I mean, restaurants, you could always separate people with, you know, different tables and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, I've heard a little chatter here and there about amusement parks. I just heard also, and you probably heard it, that I guess some production companies have been given the okay to start production again.
Oh yeah.
In a certain way, you know. Again, with the guidelines obviously in place, and you know, I don't know how that's going to go, but that's a good sign.
Get things rolling again, man.
Yeah, get things rolling again. And however, with this, what I'm noticing that with this COVID thing and the protests and all that stuff, how production companies have been completely at a stop. So much content has kept coming out, like in Netflix and Hulu, and it just goes to show how much stuff they have saved, you know, and they're going to bring out at a certain time. But right now, like, they're running out of content because the production companies aren't working. They're just pushing it out and pushing out whatever they had saved. And it's crazy to see how much they had, you know, in line to push out. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's why they keep on working every single day, you know, to keep filming this stuff. But that's exciting too. So hopefully they get back to work. And
I mean, Disney's main ways of making money is not only, like, there's two ways they do, or multiple ways.
Right.
So their big drivers for their stock and their money making is the theme park business, consumer products, and movies, big motion pictures. So first, you can't do movies. They delayed their movies because of COVID. They closed their theme parks again due to COVID, and consumer products, I guess, are okay because, you know, people can get those online and get them shipped, you know, like toys and stuff like that. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But the big drivers are the theme park and movies. And since they can't have any of that, their stock has been going down. So they're like, dude, we got to reopen this at some point, or like when it's like as soon as it's safe, we got to do it, because the investors are probably like, oh crap, Disney, what happened? It's like sorry,
dude, what's up? I can't pay my Ferrari, dude. What's going on? Let's get this moving. Let's get these people back in the park. All right, my Ferrari needs a new paint job.
I don't think that's how investors talk, but yeah.
Or actually, forget the paint job. I'm just gonna buy a new Ferrari. That's more like it. But yeah, man, they've been hit hard. They've been hit hard, you know, with TV, with film, with you know, like you said, at the parks, walk-ins, you know. Listen, all of these parks have been hit hard. All the movies have been hit hard. All the TV shows have been hit hard. It's crazy to think that all this has been at a standstill, at a complete standstill.
Standstill?
Yeah, I mean, no production, no production in movies, no production in TV, no people at any theme park, you know, consumer goods, like you said, you know. I mean, I don't know the facts on that. Like, you know, I would think that maybe Amazon was still selling a lot,
like
of
Target stores or something. So I'd say like Target it's stores, moderate,
Amazon, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, not when the kids were home for 2 months, 3 months, whatever it may be. You know, maybe they were wanting some plushies from Disney or whatever, and I'm sure those were still selling. But everything else was at a standstill, man. So I'm just glad and happy that everything is moving along, and we're kind of reopening here. So
get back to normality.
Yes. So it's good. That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
And games too. Have you heard any chatter about the games?
No, I mean, they're still production, but like it's different ways, because a lot of the game companies give their employees like a lot of equipment to take home. so work from home. So the companies pay for the equipment, and give it to the employees so they can work from home. So a lot of the production still goes in, regardless of how fast or how slow it comes in. Maybe it's a little slower because you're working from home and not in a big studio, but it's still on works. Like Rockstar has said like a long time ago that a lot of their employees are working from home due to COVID and everything and want to keep people safe, and they're still getting content out. So yeah, so I don't think games are the major effect point. I think it's just,
No.
the movies and TV that are just, maybe not TV shows and animated movies, maybe, because, like we talked about Dave Mitchell, who can voice act from home and stuff like that, and other voice actors. So maybe that's not a big thing if it's animated, but if it's a live action movie, then I can see where where your cards fall, and you can't get this movie out, or you can't get this movie made because you're trying to keep everybody safe. Yeah, I would say but Disney has like a lot of live action movies on the plate, and they just had to delay a lot of them, and that caused a lot of their stocks and stuff to go down because they expected those movies to be big, to be hit hard, or like not hit hard, but make money supposedly.
Right.
But since they're delayed and they're later in the dates, and then the investors are like, I'm quitting. You guys delayed this movie like 3 times, man. I'm not seeing this anymore.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I would think that the gaming companies will continue to work. Just like David Mitchell said that they could still do it for obvious reasons because they're kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's not like they're on camera, but
on set.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like because of that, there might be some good games coming down the pipe here pretty soon that also will be announced and be part of this, because you would think that with the announcement of Xbox and PS5, they'd want to bring in some games that are going to be announced as part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. God only hopes, man. Because right now we need some hope. We need some hope this year. Really, it's like give us something to give us like our mood into a high swing. Honestly.
Yes.
Like seriously, I don't know what you can really keep saying to really just say, oh, asteroid's gonna hit Earth. Oh, you got coronavirus. Oh, there's protests. Like, what else is going on? Seriously. Like, next up is a zombie apocalypse. Oh, I can only hope, man.
Can you imagine? That'd be so crazy, dude.
The year 2020. Again, they're gonna write this in the books, and we were there. We were there in history.
And then I don't know if you heard. I hadn't heard from this. I didn't hear about this. I don't know how I missed this, but there was a warehouse in Redlands.
Oh, the Amazon warehouse, yeah.
Dude, the whole thing burned down. That is crazy. So you can only imagine. Luckily, nobody was hurt at all. No one died. No one was hurt, which was amazing, because when you see the pictures, man, that whole thing, it's like maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 football fields big. It was just
it's gone.
Dude, gone, engulfed, just flames everywhere. I can only imagine how much product was lost there. Games, consoles, bicycles, clothes, plushies, all the plushies, dude. All the plushies that lost their life in that fire, bro. That had to be horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy. Such a big fire. You know what though? Amazon's gonna rebuild the right next door, dude. They're gonna buy the next city over, and they're gonna build.
They're like, city. Excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. But that was crazy. Whoever hasn't seen that yet, go to YouTube. They have a bunch of videos on it. In Redlands, California, Amazon warehouse, a huge one, just burned down to the ground. And they're still talking about how maybe it got started because they interviewed the fire captain at the end of it, and even he was surprised. He came out saying that he was very, very surprised that it burned down like this, because this is a brand new building with all the top of the line, high end technologies, most recent technology, and he doesn't know how it burned down. But it was really really interesting to see all that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well.
It sucks.
But Amazon, I'm pretty sure you got like a billion other warehouses. I think one doesn't really count. I mean, you get stuff delivered all over the globe, so you can't really, they're $1 billion company. Who cares?
but somebody was waiting for their toilet paper. It's not gonna get it, dude.
Oh my God! Right? Do you remember all of that stuff about the toilet paper? I think it's calmed down now, dude. But oh my God! I think
Actually no, man. I was at the market this morning, and
you're always at the market.
Dude, I'm always at the market. Their paper aisle completely empty.
Really?
Completely empty. I was like, what the hell is going on, man? Why is this still happening? I don't know.
Was it like that last time you went there? Because last week you said you went to the market. So was it?
Yeah, it was also not good. But today, especially today, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's Monday or something. But dude, it was. They
ate a bunch of burritos over the weekend.
Dude, it must have been a burrito eating weekend, and they were suffering this morning because there was nothing, dude. There was no paper of nothing. No toilet paper, no hand towels, nothing.
Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was the ouch that they were trying to help there with all this paper, but that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know why that's still happening.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah.
People, listen, we're going to make it really clear. Don't go to the store. Buy one pack of toilet paper, and that's it. Don't buy multiple packs. Because God knows you're not going to need to use every single one of those. There's other people that are going to need to use those. So,
like, who's on our chat right now?
Alana.
Who's saying what's up?
She's just talking, and she's just saying, I was born to fight. Then I'm ready. Game show. Game shows.
What else is on there?
Game shows exist. Not too much. Everybody's just listening. They're just listening to us talk.
Awesome. What's up, everybody? Thank you for jumping on this Monday morning.
Monday morning.
You gotta love Monday mornings, dude.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, I know you don't. You're not a morning person.
I'm a morning person.
Especially
brother
with your hair like that.
Hey, shush. I'll get it cut. Don't worry, man. I'll get it cut.
That's just awesome.
I'll get it cut, okay? Just give me some breathing room. Give me some breathing room.
Son. I know.
But I don't know, man. We need a better place. We need a better area to just relax, just
like what?
I don't know, just a world that's not this. A world that's not just full of panic and crap,
Yeah, I could understand that. But you know what? It could be way worse, man. It could be way worse. There's places on this planet that have it 10 times worse than us.
Yeah.
So, we should be grateful for what we have and what we can do and stuff like that. Yeah. So, don't get me wrong. The times that we're going through are very unfortunate. They're very unfortunate. A lot of people suffer. A lot of people lose their life. Everything changes. Like I was just talking to a friend the other day, and just with like 9/11 many years ago. Mm-hmm. This reminds me of that. After this COVID thing, nothing's going to be the same. Or what we thought was some sort of normal. After 9/11, the whole world changed. That went along for many, many years. Now this happens. And now we have people wearing masks every day, everywhere they go. There's rules
goggles. Remember the goggles?
Dude, that's everything. Everything. Look at everywhere you go now. There's plexiglass all over. People. Just the other day, I ordered coffee at Starbucks, and they had like 15 pieces of plexiglass. It was almost like you were in a bubble. And I'm just like, "Can I have a coffee, please?" She's like, "Huh? I had to go up dude, it's just that's the new world we live in. I mean,
Uh,
the poor girl has a mask on. She has her Starbucks hat. She has a mask. I can only see her eyes. There's plexiglass all around her and me. It
and you
almost
can't
looks like we're
hear?
gonna. Well, I mean, you can't. I mean, the sound goes over eventually, but
Yeah.
it's just what I'm getting to. It's just it's so crappy, man. It's just like
Uh,
to for this to be the normal now. You know,
yeah.
it just
It
man.
really does
There's
suck.
sometimes it just pisses me off. Like, and now even more because again, when I was
Protests.
at the market this morning, I'm looking around and maybe me and two other guys had no mask. Everybody else has a mask. Obviously, the workers have masks,
Yeah.
but everybody's looking at us, dude, like crazy, you know. And they were
Crazy.
yawning. You okay? You almost ate your hand, dude. Keep your hand away from your face when you're young, because you almost put the whole hand in your mouth. Um,
Anyway.
uh, yeah, I'm. Everybody's looking at us weird, and it ticks me off, man. It pisses me off. It's just like, can we go back to some sort of normal?
Yeah.
You know.
It's like
But the point,
we understand our safety guidelines from the government, or it's pretty much been spread around where you can't really, you can't ignore it. You can't just say, "Oh, I don't know what social distancing is." It's like, well, how do you know? How do you not know what social distancing is when it's plastered all over the stores, or when the
right?
radio is talking, when TV is talking about it? Everybody's talking about it because it's a very serious matter. It affects every means of the industry, of any
Everything,
industry.
man. Everything.
So you need to know that these are guidelines, and even though I can understand your complaints, because I've had people that just say this thing is stupid, like they're just tired of it. I get it, but also look at the amount of people that have been diagnosed with this disease, or look at the amount of people that lost their lives because of this disease. Even though you may think it's stupid, and I get it, there's a lot of safety protocols that we have to follow to really get that word out there that we just don't want this to spread anymore. And
Right.
God knows how long it's going to take for like a vaccine of some kind, of a cure of some kind, which that's a long ways away. So
Yeah, that's even a totally different subject because I mean that's getting into something that is going to be very, very, very weird for a company to come out and go, "Oh, we have a vaccine now for COVID-19."
oh
I'm not going to take it. I don't know if you are, but I'd be very sketch, dude. I'd be very sketch. But um, yeah, just everything that's changed. It just sucks, man. It sucks. Look at these graduations that are happening. What in the F is this? These drive-through graduations,
drive through.
yeah, I've heard of so many different ones of, kids, they go to graduation and you have to stay in your car and they toss the damn diploma through your window or some crap like that.
Toss
It's just
it.
like,
That's bad.
dude, dude, I've heard all kinds. I've heard some that, you know, obviously there's no audience, there's no parents, and you walk up to somebody and they were doing like two kids at a time. It's just horrible, man. Horrible. That's just not a way. I mean, especially high school graduation, that's like your time to shine, man. You've done 12 years of school. You've done awesome. You're graduating. It's a great accomplishment. And, the kids now graduating this year are like looking around. There's no people. Maybe their family's like at a far corner over there, like behind plexiglass with masks.
Oh,
And dude, it's devastating, man. It's horrible.
yeah.
It's horrible. And these times are just it's so crappy. It's so crappy. So the point I was making about 9/11 to today, it reminds me of that. Nothing's going to be normal for a very long time. I was just telling a friend the other day that expect to see people with masks for the next 3 or 4 years, if not more. Because there's people that once you change their mind about something, that's it. They're going to wear masks for the rest of their lives, and gloves probably, and they're going to look at you different. They're going to look at you weird, and it just sucks, man. It sucks. It sucks, but we just got to do the best we can with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, all this crap, especially for the kids, man. Again, these graduations happening, the kids don't get to live out the normal graduation like I did, back
I
in
did too,
1965.
yeah.
And and it's just crappy, man. It's just there's no other way to describe it. But I mean, you still had an awesome graduation.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember your graduation, dude. There was thousands of parents in this huge stadium. All the kids on the grass, the football field, everybody with their cap and gown. I mean, it was a beautiful sunny day. Thousands of parents, everybody cheering. I mean, and now these kids today are, it's just like I said, some are getting their diploma tossed into their car as they're driving by because they can't talk to anybody face to face. They can't give them the hug, congratulations hug. They can't give them a handshake. So they get the diploma through the window and you got to drive away. How shitty and just like horrible is that?
There's all your hard work, all your 12 years.
Dude, it's horrific, man. It's I don't. It just sucks. It just sucks. So I'm hoping this thing goes away, like immediately, and let us get back to normal, man. Let's get back to normal.
Let's hope so.
It's affected too many. It's affected too many people. The way of life, just everything, man.
Yeah.
There's my rant.
Yeah, that's your rant
for this Monday. Thank you, everybody.
But also, Dad, you said you were talking about the video I sent you or the text I sent you. You said you wanted to talk about that in this podcast.
About the your video?
Not the video I made, but the video I was featured in. I sent you a text about that yesterday.
Yes, dude, that was crazy. I saw it. I liked it. But it was weird. So I was hoping that you could explain to me what was going on there, and how long did that take you to record? And did you do that from home?
Obviously.
How did that go down? Well, I mean, it could have been anywhere. You could have been by yourself in some sound studio, doing your part. But how did that work? It was a great video. The content was great. A little weird, but I'll let you explain what it was all about.
So,
but I loved it.
Yeah, YouTuber Crazy Greg Films, who I actually looked up to.
What's the name?
Crazy Greg Films.
Okay.
He actually, really got me to do some of the voiceover stuff and things like that. Do what I like to do in videos, not gaming and stuff, because I've done that for a long time.
Right.
So, changing up things and stuff like that. And, I just, occasionally talk to him. Like, he's busy with, projects and stuff. So, I tend not to bug in.
Right.
But, we were just talking and he was like, hey, I kind of want to help you get featured out there. So do you want to be part of this small thing? It's a small role. It's nothing too big. I mean, I would say regardless, I wouldn't mind taking a small role, a main role. It doesn't matter. It's still a thing.
Yeah, of course.
I'd still do it.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah. And he was basically saying, I'm so sorry it has to be like this, and I'm so sorry you have to do this scene, because I'll tell you this, almost half the people I said were not comfortable doing this scene. I was like, whatever, I'll do it.
I could definitely see why. I could definitely see why.
Yeah, it was just doing pants and screaming for 5-10 minutes, 20 minutes tops. Almost losing my voice after, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I wanted to ask you about that, because I mean, your part. How long was the actual part on the film? It was you were actually voicing it for what, maybe 30 seconds?
Or a little bit less. Pretty much that whole clip was my part that I sent you. That whole scene, from the beginning of it to the end of it was that was my whole part.
That was a lot of voicing, man. I mean, and especially the way you were screaming.
Well, yeah, but you got to think about it. He was also directing me as we were doing it, so we can't take one take. So we had to do
no. That's what I'm saying.
Multiple
intervals. That whole thing, right? So all that put together, alone was difficult. Now imagine, just stacking takes after take after take after take. That is gonna mess up the vocals.
Yeah.
But that was awesome, man. I loved it. Whoever hasn't seen it out there, go check it out. It's really, really cool. It's a great job by this man right here. But it was great. Now, explain the content a little bit of what's going on there in that film.
So apparently it's his series that he's been running. It's his third episode of like this My Little Pony series, but it's like a fan comic series. So obviously it's not like a kids show type thing. It's obviously not a kids thing because after what you just saw, but
right.
It's basically just like a fan idea, and they have the comics. They get the comics on the video, and then they just voice them over, and just make like kind of like their own storytelling or whatever. So, yeah, that's basically how it goes. And he's been doing like he did 2 episodes, and then when he did the third episode, when he was developing the third episode, that's when he wanted me to do this small part in this thing.
That's awesome, man.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, hope to get some other stuff like that in the future, but we'll see.
Did he contact you, or how did that go down?
We were in a voice call on the Discord app. That's where like the whole people are for stuff like that. And you know, we were just there chatting with other groups, and he was just like, "Hey, I know that voice," and I tend not to, like, especially if it's for people I looked up to. You would think, like, when he comes into a call or something like that, I'd be freaking out, like, oh, my God. I wasn't like that because I realized, like, it's not really the best thing to do at the time. And also, I was never, the thing is, though, I was never begging to say, please have me on your project. I want subscribers.
Yeah, of course.
I was never like that. I was just like, hey.
Right.
I am a voice person out there. If you need help, I'll be free to do whatever you need. That's it. I wasn't saying
yeah,
like, please get me in your next project if you can. That's not how it works. He does casting calls, he does all that, auditions, all that stuff. So
right.
Yeah. So
I saw this when you sent me the link. I was in my car.
Oh.
And I crap you not. This is the way it went down. I'm in my car. I'm at a still red light.
Okay.
And I know the light because I go by that street all the time. So I know it takes a while. So I was like, oh, I have time. I press it. I start playing it. And this is my reaction into my rearview mirror after I finished
the video,
the clip. I was looking down at the phone, and I looked back up on my rearview mirror, and I'm like,
"Are you serious?"
And then I called you.
Are you serious? Wait, really?
Yeah, I was just like, "What did I just see and hear?" But it was a good reaction after that one. I mean, it just catches you by surprise, man. But I obviously felt and I saw and I heard the hard work of putting the voice to that, and it reminded me of what Dave B. Mitchell was telling us,
Yeah.
And how he was describing work like that. And so I thought about all that. And listen, even though I had that reaction,
isn't that what you have for like all the other movies and shows you watch? And sometimes
it was great, man. It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome. So great work, dude.
Yeah,
it was really, really good.
There you go. There you go.
I hope a lot more like that come along, and I'm sure they will. And
I
do great on that stuff.
I still got scripts and stuff that some people send me, and those are still in the works and stuff. So
awesome.
We shall see. See.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. Anybody hasn't seen it, go check it out. Do you have a link on it in your?
I haven't posted the community post yet, but I'll be sure to do that at some point. It's on his channel, and he's at like 88,000 subscribers, so he's gonna get close to like 90,000 at some point, and then maybe even to 100,000. I remember he posted like a video a long time ago, maybe like a year and a half ago, maybe, and it's already at 2 million views. So a lot of people know him a lot, and so
that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Congratulations on that, and I can't wait to see some more of that.
Yeah, let's hope so.
So I have the reaction, huh? What?
Did he die?
That was That was crazy. That was crazy. Well, obviously he died too after the pictures, but you guys got to go see it. You guys got to see it definitely.
Well, watch the original video first because the reason it was like a clip like that whole clip wasn't the thing you wanted to make. It was like the episode 3 you wanted to make. It was attached because YouTube obviously has its rules and things like this, and it's an unlisted clip, so meaning that you can only watch it if you have a link to it. So that's the only way to watch the clip, if you've been given a link to watch it. But if you go to his channel and you see the newest episode of his series, he'll have the link in his description of the video, so you can see it, and he'll basically describe what the content is in there.
Right.
And I'm credited in the main episode, even though I'm not in
that's
the main.
Right, baby.
Even though I'm not in the main episode, I'm in a clip that's unlisted for obvious reasons, like my dad's reaction just showed you. So yeah, but at least it's good to like know that I still had that voice, even though it's good to still have that credit, even though like I didn't really say anything like lines. I just screamed a whole bunch. That was.
Oh, and by the way, when I was watching that clip,
yeah,
I had a cell phone honk.
A cell phone.
You know what those
honk.
are, right? Yeah. When you're at a light and you're looking down your phone and the light turns green and you still don't move until somebody honks at you. Get the fuck away! Yeah, I had that, dude, because I was looking at it. Obviously, the light turned green after my reaction.
Yeah,
and I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. I was in the phone, and I was just like, and then some lady honked at me and gave me the finger.
I gotta get toilet paper.
Yeah, exactly. I think she was screaming that as she was going right by me.
Really?
They're gonna run out. They're gonna run out.
They already ran out.
Yeah, but it was good. Everybody should watch it. It's a little rough, but it's awesome. And I mean, just it's not just about that. It's just you gotta hear the voicing. That's what makes it.
Acting comes first, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. The voice acting.
Yeah.
The voice acting.
Exactly.
So, that's awesome. Yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it. Really, really good job.
There you go. There's a clap. Oh my God.
Clap.
So happy.
Yeah, but again, thank you everybody for the support. That's the third time Cameron yawns. I don't know what the hell's going on. The second one, he almost ate his hand. But you need to start drinking some coffee in the morning, dude.
I try to, but it gives me doo-doo in the morning, so.
Doo-doo.
I'm not gonna go.
You gotta go boo-boos?
I gotta go this. Yeah, I gotta do that.
Well, you know what? That's actually it's great. It's great because it's it's helping your stomach function and all that good stuff. So do it, man. Listen,
we're not doctors here.
Dude, is normal, man. It's a normal function that everybody goes through. Everybody does it. So do it. Plus, it wakes you up. It wakes you up a little bit,
Yeah, especially you.
It does.
Someone said in chat that tea is better. Tea, I could see.
Yeah, tea's also good. I love tea if I'm eating like some sort of certain foods. I'll have some tea. But coffee, I don't know, man. I can't get away from coffee in the mornings. It's just the best. It's the best, man. It's really, really good. I don't know. I guess it's just me. But anyways, son, we are at the end of today's episode of The Gamer and the Dad. I know. But everybody, thank you so much for your support. It's so awesome to see everybody come back every Monday, showing the love and support. Thank you guys so much. Tell everybody about it. Subscribe, like the video. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications for anything coming up in the future. Guys, we can't thank you guys enough. Everybody that donates their time, that gives something. Obviously, you never have to. You never ask for anything, but when you do, it trust me that it means a lot. It helps this guy right here, Mr. Cameron, develop his channel and everything he has going on.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want to support this guy? Look at him. Look at him.
Just your average guy here.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. Again, have a great, great, great Monday. Be safe. And remember, always, always be humble.
Be humble. Guys, stay safe. Stay healthy out there. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can see my dad's bald head again. I'll post a picture. Don't worry. All right. Have a good day, guys. Have a good Monday. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week.